This is a repeat after me song. That's where you say this is a repeat after me song. This is a repeat after me song.
This is a repeat after me.
It means you gotta say what I say.
You gotta say what I say.
And do what I do.
And do what I do.
Super lizard.
Super lizard.
See him swim.
See him swim.
In and out of water.
In and out of water.
With his fins.
With his fins.
All right, one more time. Ready? Because that was okay, but I feel like you guys can do it way better. All right? Let's just amp the energy up just a little bit. Super lizard.
Super lizard.
See him swim.
See him swim.
In and out of water.
In and out of water.
With his fins.
With his fins.
Okay, that was good. That was good. That was good. That was really good. Okay, now I want you to go and turn the dial on your voice, and I want you to turn it really high. Okay?
Okay.
Can you turn it really high?
Yeah.
All right. And listen to that. Super lizard. See him swim.
See him swim.
In and out of water.
In and out of water.
With his fins.
With his fins.
Okay, now I want you to take that dial. I want you to go really low. Super lizard. See him swim.
See him swim.
In and out of water.
In and out of water.
With his fins.
With his fins.
Now I want you to go and turn the dial to go really, really slow. Thank you. Super Super laser! Okay, cool. Great. Nice job, guys. Nice job. Oh, okay. That was good. That cleared some of the lasagna out of there. So I initially planned to talk for about 4 hours, but I don't think we have that much sunlight. So I'll just speed it up. Exactly. The super lizard. What's that? We need a little bit of light.
We have the fire.
We do have the fire. No, this is no longer repeat after me. You don't have to do what I do and say what I say.
Can we?
That might get tricky. You might have a lot to remember and a lot to repeat. You're still going, huh? Okay, so just to get started, my name is Anthony. I'm an actor. What? I already knew that? Did I already know that? Sorry, that was for me. My name is Anthony. Yes. Okay, yeah. All right. My name is Anthony. I'm an actor. I've been acting since I was a little kid. And, you know, it's funny. It's like, before I started acting, I was so shy. I could barely even stand it. I was so shy that I would wear my hat all the way down here, and I would mumble my words because I really didn't want to talk to anyone. I was so shy. And I think part of that had to do with the fact that I was diagnosed with alopecia when I was 3. And I don't even really remember too much of actually having it at that age. But I do remember certain things. I remember certain people coming up to me, kind of looking at me strange, asking about me. And it was one of those things that I was always kind of a little uncomfortable with. And I think because of that, I was always a little bit shy, right? And I really wanted to kind of open up. I really wanted to be confident. And, you know, it's funny because when I actually first got on stage, all of a sudden, all that stuff disappeared. It all disappeared, and I could actually feel free to just be myself and be open and communicate what I wanted to communicate. And so I got a couple things that I want to relay in terms of things that have helped me along my way, and things that acting has kind of helped me understand about myself and about, you know, my alopecia, and a little bit of my story, and hopefully you guys will get something from it. Yeah, so I grew up acting, and my alopecia was never really too bad. It never really affected too much. I was always able to kind of cover it up. But then in my 20s, I began to kind of lose a lot more hair, and this happened while I was doing like a huge TV show. So they were putting on makeup, and they were covering me up and trying to make me look like I used to look. And that was really hard for me because I didn't feel like I was that person anymore. I felt like I was transitioning into becoming this new person that I didn't even really understand who this new person was. And so that was kind of difficult for me for all these people expecting them. What's that? Oh, I thought you were talking to me. I was expecting all these. I mean, these people were expecting me to kind of, be this thing. And what I was discovering throughout that really kind of difficult process was that I really needed to be in my own corner. I really needed to embrace this part of myself, which had been a really difficult thing for me. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but it was really hard for me to actually, celebrate my alopecia. When I look around and I see all you guys, I'm so incredibly impressed by how much you are owning it and how much you are embracing yourselves, how much you guys are celebrating it, because it is something to be celebrated. It is something that makes all of us so special and so unique and so beautiful that I think that it actually really inspires others to celebrate their beauty within themselves. And that's not an easy thing. A lot of people have real problems with themselves. And the heroes are the people who can take what life has given them, and in some people's eyes, they look at people with alopecia and they're like, oh, what's that? What's wrong? What's different? And we see it as something that's like, oh, wow, this is really cool. What we were talking about last night, what do you like about your alopecia? You take something that makes you different, and you change the perspective into something that you find really amazing. And now, this pertains to alopecia, but it also pertains to life. There are so many things in life that come at people, and they don't know how to deal with it. And you guys all have like a leg up. because you're all in this position in which you have to look at yourselves and you know, and see yourselves as the beautiful creatures that you all are. And it takes a lot to do that. And you know, there are days where that may be really difficult, but the more you can do that, the more you can kind of help yourself out, the more you can be in your own corner, the easier that gets. And the more that inspires other people to actually love themselves as well. So anyway, I decided to shave my head about a year ago, pretty much, and what I had left, pretty much, and just embrace it. And I was really scared to. Because I thought that no one was going to accept me, especially in the acting industry where it's all about what you look like, and all these people were expecting me to look a certain way, and I was going in this different direction. But you know what? I decided just to do it and own it, and I made the conscious decision to just love myself. To love the way that I look. And you know what happened? All of a sudden, everyone started looking at me differently. Because see, when I was scared and when I was like unsure of myself, that's when people were like, oh, what's going on? There's something off about you. But when I actually just accepted myself and really, you know, enjoyed who I was, that's when people were like, you're really cool. That's really amazing. I want to find out what that thing is in me. And everyone has their own thing that they don't necessarily feel great about themselves with. And, you know, I can't tell you the amount of people who have come up to me and been like, I really want to, you know, I really want to find that beautiful thing in me. I really want to kind of come out with whatever I have. And so, the more you guys can actually look at yourselves in the mirror as much as you can and just think, wow, I'm awesome. I'm awesome. I'm awesome whether I don't want to wear any makeup today. I'm awesome if I want to wear a wig or paint on eyebrows. I'm awesome. And then you carry that out in the world, and other people are going to see you, and they're going to be like, wow, that person's awesome. I want to be awesome. I want to be awesome too. Hey, how do you be awesome? Except they probably won't scream at you like that. But it's contagious though. That type of positivity, that type of self-love is absolutely contagious. And another thing too, I mean, anytime you encounter someone who is a bully or has negativity or makes fun of you, I mean, I totally get it. I was made fun of a lot when I was a kid, and it was really hard. But the thing that I've learned is that they only make fun of you because there's something about themselves that they haven't accepted yet. Always. There is something about themselves that they don't like, that they're not proud of. And whenever they see someone who's accepted themselves, it's really threatening to them. So whenever you're in a position, whether it's with your alopecia or whether it's you're really good at math or whatever it may be, anytime someone is like, and making fun of you, you can just take a second and you can think. You can say, okay, this person hasn't gotten it yet, but I get it. I know how to love myself. This person doesn't know how to love themselves yet. And then instead of making fun of them back or being mean to them because they were mean to you, you can be nice to them. You don't have to hang out with them, invite them over for sleepovers or give them s'mores or anything. But you can be nice to them, and you don't have to engage in that negative cycle. So the sun's down, which means my timer is up. But thanks for listening. I hope that made some sense. And let's enjoy some s'mores.